Hey guys, Chris back again. We got another quick video here for you guys as well too today. We got another review for another magazine I purchased here recently, probably about a week ago. This magazine is a Circle 10 Bulgarian style clone magazine. For reference, it's made by Toth Tool and Equipment. If I recall correctly, I have the Toth Tool one right here, and I have the Bulgarian one right next to it here for reference. So you can see the two comparisons between them two on here. And the external, basically it looks like externally, and you can see it, and basically they copied or try to clone the a typical Circle 10 magazine for reference out here as well too. So you can see what they look like side by side for comparison purposes. So this is what the Toth one looks like here. It even has the name, their logo at the bottom of the magazine, similar or identical to the Circle 10 magazine as well too for reference. We'll give you a shot of the actual internal or the front body of the magazine here as well too, so you can compare with the Bulgarian one on the right hand side here for reference. So this is what it looks like here front down. And there's the base plate down there as well too for reference on that side. And we'll go ahead and flip them over here. Toth tools on the left side, and the Bulgarian one is on the right hand side here again too. So that's what it looks like right there. The Toth one is only selling for about 25-26 bucks right here for reference. They claim that they did not totally reinforce the magazine because they claim they have a superior I'm going to call it plastic or polymer formula, so they did not have to reinforce the the front front area here, and also down in the actual bottom of the magazine for reference as well too. The Bulgarian one over here, they have like a steel reinforcement cage or something all along down here, and also down the bottom of the magazine for reference as well too for that one specific aspect. We'll go ahead and flip it up here as well too. You can see the back of the spine area. Here's the spine area. Put this side by side here for reference. There we go. So they look almost identical in the back, as you see right there. The Bulgarian one has like a little drain hole or something over here. This one does not have that at all in there for reference. Plus the texture on the Bulgarian versus the texture on the new Toth Tool one. This one has like a more gritty, I'm going to call it more gritty texture. This one is a more smoother texture on the waffle pattern they have for reference as well too. One thing I did notice when I first got this thing in the mail here, the Toth Tool magazine, they come with a American follower right here. I found mine on here. I basically took it out, and I found that the actual follower, it looked like it was slightly warped or damaged. I honestly don't know, because whenever I got in the mail here, I basically loaded up about 20 rounds of 20 rounds in a magazine, and I proceed to test out the weapon's functionality, do like a dry cycle of the magazine to make sure the magazine would cycle the ammunition before I took up the cam, probably about a week or two's time from today. So one thing I did notice, the follower on the top right here, it has some warping going on. I honestly don't know. It's like dipped in right on the top. I'm thinking better shot. It's like dipped in right on the top here, and I don't know if that's going to affect functionality long term right there, but I just want to make a reference point right there as well too, because you can see a slight deformation right here in the actual follower's one portion on the left hand side here for reference, and I just want to make a note of that right now so I have it on file for reference if I ever had to bring it back for a warranty purpose reason. They also have their name on the side of the magazine's follower. It says TTE, Toth Tool and Equipment right there, so you have the logo right there stamped on the other side, and you see that little like a indentation right here on the top. This piece right here, it's sort of deformed right there. And I just want to show that for reference as well too, because it looks like the deformation is mainly up here and going over here on this side right here and down on the other side. So what I did basically was I took the follower out of the magazine right here, and as you see right here, I have a different follower in here. It's right for reference points. I have one of my original Bulgarian Circle 10 followers in it right now. You can put Bulgarian followers or Chinese or basically any American follower, because in my other Circle 10 magazine right here, I have a U.S. made follower here from Arsenal right here. This one works perfectly fine. The only reason I put that one in there was because it's an American part. It's slightly fitting. It slightly fits better inside the magazine body. Plus, there's no gap between the front, front locking area right here and the actual follower itself. So it's perfectly flush with the front portion right there, and there's no gaps between the follower and the front portion of the magazine, so there's no chance of any kind of debris or dirt getting down inside there, because the original Bulgarian one, you have a slight gap, probably about a couple centimeters in the front, and it might get some kind of debris in there if you drop your magazine on the ground, possibly. So you can put the US made Arsenal follower, as I have in here in the Bulgarian one. You can put that in the Toth tool one, so you can definitely do that if you want to. However, I do have to make a notice this. There will be it'll be a tighter fit basically inside the inner diameter of the magazine's body right here, because I have my original Bulgarian one here right now, and the actual tightness inside of the inner diameter of the magazine's body is slightly more than what it has with the original Gen 2 version of the Toth tool and equipment folder here for reference. So this one works perfectly fine in here. I did load it up. I put the Bulgarian follower in here, and it does still function okay, so I'll show you that here right now. It's fine. The other thing I did notice is the actual spring. I compared the two springs side by side for the Bulgarian one and also the Toth tool. The Toth tool spring is noticeably longer. I'd say it's maybe about 4 or 5 inches longer with the Toth tool spring in this one right here for reference points, versus the Bulgarian one I have in this one right here for reference points as well too. This one has the original spring. This one had the Toth tool spring, and the Toth tool spring was noticeably longer in the actual length of the spring as well too, guys. So that's one other observation I did notice as well too. So we'll go ahead and show you what the front end looks like here for reference. The other thing I did notice is the front area where it actually locks in the front portion of the receiver, guys. It does not have like a smooth scalloped front portion on here. I'll show you that side by side right there for reference. The Bulgarian one has this like a scalloped portion right here. This one has like more of like a notch on the front right here for reference points as well too. And what I noticed was it was a bit more difficult to lock into the magazine because of that one specific factor right there for that. Because typically, like most of my other AK magazines, they have a scalloped portion on here where you have a little bit of an opening or indentation right here. You don't have like a straight edge right here, and what that does is it causes more of a it causes more resistance to lock into the magazine correctly and properly. And the other thing is, when I did lock it into the magazine, I did notice that this new Toth tool magazine has a bit of side to side wobble like that versus the Bulgarian one right here as well too, guys. So it looks like they might have changed the actual design parameters or something, because whenever I was looking at the two front pieces right here, let me see, and compare them right here so you can actually see it. If you look them side by side right here, the Toth tool one right here, it has a slightly deeper ledge. See this one right here, the Toth tool, the actual ledge area right here specifically for that, versus the Bulgarian one right here. See how short and shallow this ledge is right here? I'm saying get a better shot here for you so you can see it. There it is right there. And get a comparison to the right one or left side over here. So the ledge on the Toth tool is probably about twice as deep or thick, if you want to call it, versus the Bulgarian one right here for that. So I'm thinking that's one reason why the Toth tool, whenever you lock it into the receiver, it doesn't have any forward or backward play. However, it has slight side-to-side play. And if I lock in my Bulgarian Circle 10 magazine into the Sam 7 rifle, it has no forward play, it has no side play. So I'm thinking the only reason why the Toth tool one has slight side-to-side play is because of this one geometry or one altercation they have with the where it actually locks up into the magwell housing for reference points. So That's one thing I did observe right here for reference as well too. They do have a slightly deeper area right here versus the Bulgarian stepped area right here for reference points. So you can actually see the difference they have with the Bulgarian one right here, how you know, call shallow it is, versus the Toth tool one, which is a lot deeper on here, how it fits into the actual mag well housing. So we'll go ahead and flip it over here again. You can see the base bottom of the base plate on here as well too. See if this thing to stay up. Okay, there we go. So there we go. Let me get a good shot here for that. Here's the base plate. Can you get a better angle here? Sorry about that. On the left hand side is the Toth tool, and on the right hand side is the typical Bulgarian Circle 10 base plate. The Toth tool one also has the logo on there. It says TTE and it says USA below that. So you also have the logo right here for that as well too. On the bottom of that, it's bottom of the magazine. So that's what the magazines look like side by side. Basically, the Toth tool would be considered a cheaper alternative to your Bulgarian style magazine. It is reinforced in all the critical areas you need for you know, reinforcement. Primarily the feed lips up here. So you can give a shot for that. It's reinforced all up in the feed lip area in the front portion of the magazine. The front lug, the rear lug. Let me see if I can get a better shot here for you guys. So I'm going to zoom in here. There we go. That's a good shot here for it. So let me see if I can push this mag seat. It's totally reinforced on the inside there in the back portion. And it's also reinforced in the front section as well too, guys. So let me just put that down here for reference so you can see that better. Reinforcements are all in front up here as well too. So it has reinforcements all in the front, there's two sides, and also in the back area as well too for reference points. So magazine looks good. It looks like it's good quality. It's a cheaper alternative to the Bulgarian, as I was saying right here for reference. So I will be doing a test video of the magazine in my camp as soon as we go up there, probably in about a couple weeks. So stay tuned, guys, and I hope to see you then. I'll see you guys.